Dollar. Dirt and money, no soul. Had to go and get it, ain't no time to kick it. Got a stack and flip for my foes. Dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar. Let me watch out for my partners. Keep my money long, get my team strong. Let me run away from my problems.
Yo, what's good, original crew, man? We're back with another body cam today, man.
Sorry.
You try to do what I used to do.
Not used to. You just did it.
When?
Like a few days ago.
Whatever, Sierra. I said Sierra. I just dragged it. You don't like how I dragged it?
Let's go. Sierra.
Okay,
you sound real crazy.
What?
You know who you sounded like?
Like what?
Life is like a box of chocolate.
Sierra. Now, if you want me to talk like that, I could. We're back with another body cam. Today's body cam, we got husband realizes cameras recorded his sickening secret. Oh shit! What the hell they doing out there now? Hey, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box
down below.
You already know where to go if you want to first support. All you have to do is check out down below. Also, if you enjoyed today's video,
lock it in with a thumbs up. Why lock it in with a thumbs up, y'all.
And let us know how y'all feel about everything, man. But you ready?
Yes.
We're gonna go ahead and get into the video. You gotta slow it down, see. We're gonna go ahead and get into the video, y'all. And we're gonna check this out, see what kind of crazy husband we got today. You ready?
I'm ready.
All right, let's go, y'all. Let's check it out and see what it's about.
Inside this car are multimillionaire business owners Matthew Mollicone and his wife Kimberly. Matthew is seconds away from confronting the man who's been in a secret affair with his wife. He has a plan to get revenge, but has no idea how horribly it's about to play out.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. Stay away from my wife. I don't even know what the f*** is.
We're taking 150 back to the road.
You need to get back over here. You, it's my wife. Get to work, please. Hands up! Walk out to her.
As officers rush to the scene, they're met with multiple shooters, families scrambling for help, and 2 critically injured victims. And while Matthew sits in the back of a cop car, he has no idea his wife, the one he just got into a shootout over, is lying feet away with a fatal wound to her neck.
Oh my God.
Please. She didn't make it. She died.
Oh, no! 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 Sheriff's Department.
Police are stepping inside the nearly 8,000 square foot mansion of Matthew and Kimberly Mollicone, arriving in the middle of a rapidly developing homicide investigation. The married couple are well-educated, successful business owners. Together, they run State Barricades Incorporated, a traffic equipment company generating an estimated $3 to $6 million annually. They live here with their 3 teenage children, and from the outside, the Mollicones appear to have built a stable, comfortable, and luxurious life. Or so it seems. Because behind these walls, someone has been living with a dark secret, one that's been buried for years, and it will soon change this family's life forever. These officers are here to execute a search warrant following the sudden passing of Kimberly the previous night. They need to document the scene, collect evidence, and piece together what led up to the incident.
Sheriff's Department. We have overlooking upstairs.
County Sheriff's Department.
I'm gonna clear this wing. Sheriff's Department. There's another room upstairs.
Inside the mansion, the wealth is impossible to miss as officers sweep through multiple entertainment spaces and rooms dedicated to leisure. But as they look deeper, grim details start to emerge.
Looks like maybe drugs on the table, boss.
Yeah. And there's paint on the table. This is definitely a sign of there's a big struggle going on here.
In the basement, on a coffee table, officers find lines of laid out beside a straw and a razor blade. The physical findings inside the mansion are only the first hints of what's been happening behind closed doors. And the officers searching this home are walking through the opening chapter of the tragic downfall awaiting the Mollicone family. Approximately 15 hours earlier, around 7:15 p.m., Kimberly and Matthew start their night in the basement of their mansion, drinking, smoking, and using substances. This is not the first time they've done this, but this time, an argument about Kimberly's affair with another man is in full swing. Matthew believed the affair...
Y'all intoxicated, and man, that's problems in itself, you know?
Yep.
ended years ago after he confronted her about it, but earlier that day, he discovered it never stopped and that Kimberly transferred nearly $60,000 from their company funds to her lover's debit and credit accounts.
I know you lied.
Around 7:15 p.m., the argument escalates physically. Matthew begins throwing objects.
Where did you do that
That go to the main root of the problems right there. He caught you already doing with the dude.
She thought it ended.
He thought.
Yeah, he thought it
you said
ended.
She.
I said he thought.
No, you said she.
No, I said he.
No, you said she.
I said he thought it ended, but it never did.
And you over here, my money?
Well, our money. The company is theirs, but still, who 60? What you said? 60,000?
60,000. So you sending this motherfucker $60,000 of my money?
That's crazy.
I ain't gonna lie, still, death ain't gotta come from it, but divorce and you don't leave with shit, because it's infidelity.
Well,
breaking glass, shoving Kimberly, and shouting insults. And the basement starts to look like the aftermath of a struggle.
where the kids be over y'all doing all
At 9:20 p.m., the couple leave the mansion in their white Jeep Grand Cherokee.
What time they leave?
that? 7 p.m.
The basement starts to look like the aftermath of a struggle. At 9:20 p.m., the couple leave the mansion in their white Jeep Grand Cherokee. Matthew has one firearm on his hip and another accessible inside the vehicle. At the same time, Kimberly's secret lover is at home, winding down from a barbecue with his pregnant fiancée, his parents next door, and his sister's kids playing outside. They have no idea that within minutes, their quiet evening will take a drastic change.
Oh, wow.
That was
911, what is the address of the emergency?
Ambulance.
What is the address?
House. They pull out
What is the address?
I don't know the address here.
Where are you calling from?
There's a house just south of 29 Mile on the east side. I'm in the line of fire.
Okay, where is the person with the gun?
I'm behind the car.
Where is the person that is shooting?
He's in the house.
Sir, do you have a weapon on you?
Yes, I do.
You do? What is your name?
Captain Mollicone.
Approximately 5 minutes after this alarming call, a team of 31 officers from the Macomb County Sheriff's Office is mobilized and dispatched to the location. All they know is that a man named Matthew Mollicone is trapped in the line of fire and that somewhere nearby an active shooter is targeting innocent victims. When officers arrive, they quickly notice Matthew taking cover behind a smoking car.
Get down! Get down! Get down! Hands behind your back! Don't move. What's your name? What's your name? What's your name?
Her name's Kim. Her name's Kim. Don't move. I'll put him around the bed.
All right, I got
my wife.
He's in custody.
Homeowner and shooter still in the home. On the back single way Jeep.
She didn't deserve this.
They've got a shooter in the house, right there.
He's 30, he's 35-ish.
White
35 years old.
White t-shirt.
Black hair, white t-shirt.
What's his name?
He's 35.
I already knew he looked younger when he showed
Yeah,
the
but
look.
I'm saying 35. She's 49.
She's
What
49,
the?
and he 46.
Wow. That's insane, bro.
What's his name? Danny.
Danny. Yeah, Danny, 35 years old, white t-shirt, dark hair.
Don't trust him. He carries 2 guns.
Possible 2 guns.
Help her, please. Never mind the shooter.
Not doing.
Help, never mind the shooter. You're behind the car. Get to work.
Matthew is clearly distressed, begging officers to save his wife, Kimberly, who is still trapped in the backseat of a car about 100 feet away. 300 feet beyond the car stands the shooter's hideout. A house with multiple windows, an open garage door, and countless angles from which to fire. In the next few seconds, the officers must make a snap decision: neutralize the shooter first and risk Kimberly bleeding out, or step into the dangerous open field to save her.
Anybody in the Jeep, step out now with your hands up! Hands up! Face away from me! Get out of the Jeep!
I got you. Take care of her. Shit. All right. Let's go. Come this way, Mark. Come this way, Mark. Cover.
Kim! Kim, hang in there! Ambulance!
Do we know how many shooters we have in the house?
You pulled me in front of the front door. Pull her this way. Pull her this way now. 5 feet. Come on, let's go. Come on, man. It's time to start shooting.
So at this time,
This ambulance needs to get through. She's more important than that asshole. She don't deserve this, man.
Randy.
Hey, get to work, please. Please, I don't care what you know. You gotta get.
It's because he high as hell.
I forgot they have been doing stuff.
That's why he's acting so
to work.
You need to get
at
back.
it.
Lay down.
You up to my wife. Get to work, please. Please. Please, I'm begging you. Sir. CPR something. Sir. CPR.
Listen, we have an active shooter, man. I can't.
I'll do it then.
I need a car. Police car down this way. Need cover. We have, looks like 1 gunshot wound to the neck.
Our caller says there's an elderly male with a white t-shirt just at the garage. Her father, not the shooter.
Okay.
After managing to pull Kimberly from the car, paramedics begin working urgently to save her. She's been shot in the neck and is unconscious, so every passing second matters. At the same time, SWAT prepares to move in and neutralize what they believe is an active shooter barricaded inside the house. At this point, officers are operating almost entirely off of Matthew's account.
And instead of him honestly telling the truth so you can really get her some help, you lying.
About what?
Well, I'm saying about the shooting situation. Never mind. We'll see.
Thinking there's an armed gunman inside. In reality, there's no active shooter at all. Only a wounded homeowner and several family members inside the residence. Without that context, every tactical decision carries enormous risk and could put innocent lives in danger. And within seconds, that possibility is tested when the 2 elderly parents suddenly emerge from the house.
That's what I was saying. I'm saying, like, he trying to say there's an active shooter over here instead of you telling the truth and say, hey, I shot this guy.
So I guess with them returning fire because of him coming over there.
Did they even return fire?
Oh, well, that's a good question. I'm trying to figure out how Kim got shot. Did he shoot her?
That's
what I'm trying to figure out. But
I already know.
Yeah, I didn't know if maybe. Yeah, you're right.
Hands off.
Okay, Mom.
She did that to show.
I know what she did, but I'm saying I don't know if they can see good. I just don't want them to accidentally shoot them.
True.
Yeah, beat the shit out of him, bitch. You bitch.
Come on, walk out to us.
Come here, sir.
Right behind you, so it's secure.
Come here.
Sir.
How many? Come on.
Sir, stop 1 second, ma'am. You keep walking towards me. Stop.
Come on.
Here,
right here. Come here. Over here. Hands behind your back. Right.
Just right. They don't know what's going on.
It's okay.
Who else is in the house?
my daughter alone, my little grandchildren.
2 little children?
My daughter, Gabriel.
Your daughter, 2 grandchildren, and your
yes,
son.
my.
Where's your son at?
In the floor.
Yeah. Right here, Salvatore. That's why there's a piece right next to your left foot.
Because of a language barrier, officers are only able to piece together fragments of what the elderly couple is saying. It sounds like their son is wounded inside the home, along with his fiancée, sister, and 2 children. Strangely, the couple themselves appear unharmed, despite having just exited the same house where the alleged gunman is believed to be hiding. This observation leads officers to believe that the wounded son inside the house is the gunman Matthew claimed had been firing at him when police first arrived. But before they can reassess their strategy, someone else suddenly rushes out of the house.
Like our clothing.
Come straight out. Towards me. Ma'am, go to your right side of the car. Your right. Keep your hands where you can see them.
With the 3 more family members out of the house, police now believe only 2 people inside remain, the elderly couple's son and his fiancée. And based on Matthew's 911 call and earlier statements, they're operating under the assumption that the son inside is armed and extremely dangerous. So officers tighten the perimeter and cautiously advance towards the house, preparing for a potential shootout.
I got it. I got a revolver on the ground here.
Hold that ground.
Yep, I got a revolver on the ground right here. Hey, Ryan, careful. I think the shooting happened right here. So I see a shell. I got a pistol. So just watch where you're stepping.
A couple more guns in the house. We just got the 2. We're going to try to get the shot out.
Sheriff Flat! Sheriff Flat! Show me your hands!
On the ground, on the ground.
They got her up on the ground. There's the red hand down, okay? Face down.
By the way. There's a 22 in that closet. We'll just leave it there, guys.
Okay. It's gonna hurt. Hey, listen, dude. It's gonna hurt, but it's for your best good, all right?
It's been bleeding out, man.
No, they have the time.
What's your name?
Danny.
Danny, I'm Jason.
How you doing?
Inside the residence, officers find 38-year-old homeowner Daniel Giannone suffering from 2 gunshot wounds. Beside him, his fiancée, Eliona, is desperately trying to stop the bleeding. Police call in paramedics to treat Daniel's wounds. Daniel himself doesn't appear to be the aggressive gunman Matthew described, and as officers begin speaking with him, they quickly realize the situation may be the complete opposite of what they first believed.
Or if it went in and then came out. Okay. So
it's in and out.
Well, I was running away, so, but
I don't know how many shots were fired.
Whatever was in that gun.
This is the gun that shot you here?
No, that's the gun I had with me.
You didn't have a rifle?
No rifle. I have
If we help you stand up, or do you want us to carry it?
Keep the camera back on.
Give me a hand.
Keep the camera on. Yeah.
What's that?
104.
This is a phone.
That's what I was thinking.
By some miracle, officers finally managed to stabilize the scene without further casualties. Following this, Daniel is placed on a stretcher and carried out of the house to be transported to the hospital. Thanks to his fiancée's quick efforts to control the bleeding, he has a chance to survive. However, the outcome is different for Kimberly, as on the other side of the property, paramedics reach a grim conclusion.
Yeah. No. She's dead.
We got an active shooter scene going down in Monterey.
We can't leave her, but we can't just take her because she's.
Tragically, Kimberly does not survive her injuries, leaving behind her 3 children and her husband Matthew, still unaware that she's dead. With that, the case immediately turns into a homicide investigation, and police must determine exactly what happened, as it's clear something isn't adding up. Just a few hundred feet away, Matthew is placed in a patrol car and transported to the station. Daniel's fiancée, sister, and parents are also taken to the station for questioning. Back inside the house, officers finally have a moment to breathe and begin piecing together what happened. But not for long, because they're about to discover there's an entire basement they missed during the initial search. It's completely unchecked, with something interesting waiting downstairs.
We got enough of these. I'll pick them.
I don't know if we cleared it pretty quick, so just take a good look around. I know there's a Ruger 1022 in one of the closets.
Okay. All right, you clear piss check? Ryan? All right, come in with us.
Come out of here. You go with Justin over this. Yeah. Finish clearing that.
We got a door closed.
Separate room from where I'm at. And call security. Yeah, this will help. I'm just gonna open it. Go. Don't go. Don't go. Wow.
Pass you, okay?
Yep. Room clear.
Clear.
As if things weren't already complicated, the officers just stumbled upon something entirely unexpected, a seemingly hidden marijuana grow operation. But the biggest discovery is what they don't find: CCTV cameras. Officers already spotted multiple cameras around the house, making the absence of any in the basement suspicious.
Oh, so there's no cameras in the basement. And probably the main reason why you got cameras around your house is because you do. And Kim probably was into him because he's a bad boy. Also, her connect, if she want to get... Gotta think about it, because they've been
Is that probably why she was sending him the large sums of money to help operate?
Or, yeah, true.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, because that's like...
Or, also, he probably was upfronting her with some of her... Her kite. I'm gonna say kite. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know, kites fly high in the sky, you know?
Dang. Yeah.
That's $60,000, bro. What? Because this is Danny's house, right?
Yeah, with the parents.
But his parents live next door. That's what he said in the beginning.
Okay, the parents live next door.
Yeah. That's what
I
he
knew
said.
everybody living in like close proximity.
Close proximity, though. Yeah.
This exact CCTV system will soon prove crucial to solving the case, revealing exactly how the shooting unfolded and who fired the fatal shot.
Beautiful. We got cameras. He's got cameras.
Okay, who's who? Okay. That's Matthew.
By the time the house is fully cleared, police begin locking down the scene and send Kimberly's body for autopsy. Following this, some of the most experienced investigators in the state are brought in to take over the case, led by Detective Frazier of the Mollicone County Sheriff's Office. Frazier quickly begins identifying the people he and his team will need to focus on. Matthew, a supposed victim of the shooting. Daniel, the wounded homeowner, and Daniel's inner circle, mainly his sister, Gabriella, and his fiancée, Alyona. Despite the detectives' combined decades of experience, this case will push them to their limits, eventually leading to one of the most morally controversial trials in the state of Michigan, and forcing detectives to make one of the hardest calls of their careers, letting the man who fired the fatal shot walk free. It's now 3 hours after the shooting, and based on preliminary statements from responding officers, investigators believe they may be dealing with a volatile dispute between two families with multiple shooters in the picture. So they need to determine what sparked the conflict and who fired the fatal shot that ended Kimberly's life. However, there is one major problem ahead. In cases like this, there is no neutral ground. Every statement will be biased, and each person will blame the other side. Additionally, both primary suspects are temporarily off the table, as Daniel is being treated at the hospital and Matthew is too emotionally volatile to be interviewed. Still, investigators have to start somewhere, so they decide to begin by interviewing Daniel's family, starting with his fiancée, Alyona. Her account will be compared against other witness statements, looking for inconsistencies that might expose the truth. But for Alyona, this interview serves a different purpose, as she will slowly begin to realize that the man she plans to marry has been living a secret double life for years.
Anytime you want to be done, just let me know. You're not under arrest or anything like that. We're just trying to piece together what happened. As I'm sure you are as well.
Yeah, I would like to know kind of like...
Okay.
We like heard like little shots and I didn't, like for a second, I was like, oh, is like Danny like scaring the chickens with like a fake gun or something like that, because like we have 6 chickens and they always come to the front and we're trying to train them to stay in the back.
Okay.
Not that I wasn't concerned, but I was like, oh, maybe it's like the chickens, but then it was like shot after shot after shot after shot. And I was like, girls, like come over here, like stay away from the windows, and like, and then SWAT came in, like literally like hands in the air, like,
okay.
I guess, you know, whatever, I don't know, I guess that's how it works. So, and then we were out, then
the kids was walking in front of her. That's why
it wasn't her. It was the sister. She was staying in there.
Oh, I meant the sister. That's what I meant.
Yeah,
the sister, Gabriella.
Yeah. That's the reason why.
Gabrielle. What? Yeah.
I think it's Ella. But
sorry.
She stayed in there with Dan.
That's right. That's right. They was walking in front.
Okay.
Of her.
Okay. That's why I was like,
I said, where the kids at?
Either she had blood on her or she had the kids.
Yeah, it was the kids. Yeah.
We came out of the front door too.
Based on Alyona's words, it appears she has no clear understanding of what sparked the shooting. In reality, she knows more than she thinks. She just needs the right questions to connect the dots.
There's no way.
Who's this guy at your house?
He said stay away from my wife, so that's gotta be either somebody he's like
Ellie.
Either been with or is with right now.
Ellie?
I don't know.
Who's he been with?
I know he was with the lady, but
what's her name?
Kim.
Okay.
But as far as I know, they were like done.
Okay. So why is he showing up at your house now?
That's a good question now. I don't understand why she would come with him, like why she would bring him there. That's kind of weird too, though. If I was having an affair, I wouldn't exactly take my husband to the person that I'm having an affair with.
So she actively know about the affair too.
She knew that Danny was messing with Kim at one point. Also, that's why Matthew thought it was done too. So they was messing. What he said, like a year ago? Am I correct? It was something like that. Whatever. And Matt thought that was done too. And I guess she did know about Kim and she thought it was over too, but secretly they still been messing or talking to each other. Which is never good. You got a fiance. They engaged. Kim, you married to Matt.
They are engaged with 3 kids.
Yeah,
well, 2 and 1 on the way because she's supposed to be pregnant.
Oh, okay.
So
it's a messy situation.
Like maybe things didn't end there. If this guy's showing up saying that.
I heard that.
Right timing.
Things are finally starting to make sense in the room, and it's becoming clear to detectives that Alyona's fiancé, Daniel, had a past affair with Matthew's wife, Kimberly. Yet Alyona seems clueless that the affair was still ongoing. She's convinced it ended long ago and that they were happy together again. Whether that's the actual truth remains to be seen.
Yeah.
By now, investigators understand they're dealing with people who have secrets, and that no one involved can be taken at face value, especially the 2 men at the center of it all, Daniel and Matthew. So with Alyona's statement recorded, investigators wrap up the interview and prepare to speak with Daniel's sister, Gabriella, the mother who fled the house with her terrified children when SWAT arrived. Unlike Alyona, Gabriella will prove far more aware of her brother's secret affair with Kimberly.
There's a lot going on tonight, and we're just trying to get to the bottom of it.
This is horrifying. Horrifying this would happen in our home. My mom was inside. I could see them over at his house. My brother was barbecuing. They were hanging out. Girls were excited. DTE comes. We start having a conversation, telling me what's going on. Well, then I started hearing crazy rounds of gunshots. Like, not normal. So I look over and I just start hearing yelling. I see this white Grand Cherokee in the driveway, a lady out of the car screaming. At that point, I had no idea who it was, what was going on. This maniac comes at me, ready to shoot me and my husband. I heard the lady go, "No, Matt, no, she has kids. No, Matt, no." And my husband's like, what? And I dropped to the ground. I pissed myself, lost my shoes, everything.
Were you able to see where Dan came from?
I don't know for certain. My brother has a CPL. He didn't have it on him, obviously. We were home. Who would think that something like that would happen? I'm assuming he ran in, grabbed his gun, and came out.
Okay.
To defend himself.
He normally carries a gun?
He has yes, he always has his concealed pistol on him, always. Okay. This is something a crazed lunatic would do to a family.
Naturally, Gabriella takes her brother's side, claiming Matthew was the aggressor and insisting Daniel acted purely in self-defense. However, this version of events will later be called into question once detectives finally get their hands on the CCTV footage. For now, though, Frazier shifts the conversation to Daniel's secret affair, hoping to uncover whether Daniel could have killed his own lover, worse yet, in front of his own children and family.
As far as Dan goes and this fella that shows up, have you ever seen this guy before?
I have seen him once. My brother Dan and Kim Mollicone. The reason why I found out who Matt was is because I saw her and she's like, "Matt, no," and I knew that was her husband. So I knew that she had relations with my brother years ago. I know that she's had a tumultuous relationship over the years with her husband. That's all that I know. She used to call me on numerous times, basically telling me, you know, what's going on with her life. I felt bad for her because I knew that she was an addict and I know that he was an addict.
When's the last time that you've talked to her?
Maybe a few months.
So it's been a little bit of
But she would call me from different numbers.
Oh, hey, she in with the family. I wonder, does she know, like... like the mom... I'm talking about Kim. Does she know the mom and dad? Like, how close is she with the family, you know?
The time it would never be her number because I wouldn't pick up for her
Did
number
she ever
anymore.
text you?
Yeah, from different numbers, again. Because I would not pick up for her anymore. I had her blocked. I didn't want to expose myself to that anymore. I didn't think it was appropriate. My brother knew that. Like, what happened today I know is wrong and it's inappropriate.
Yeah.
Highly inappropriate.
Yeah, I understand.
And mortifying. And my children would be exposed to this. I'm very disturbed.
Yeah, okay. And that's
rightfully so. And my parents, and my 80-year-old dad, and my 76-year-old mom. I feel like I'm in a movie right now.
Gabriella leaves little room for doubt. The affair between her brother and Kimberly is, in her view, the catalyst for the entire confrontation. With that in mind, detectives conclude Gabriella's interview and begin weighing their next move. Lead Detective Frazier has more than 2 decades of homicide experience, and by now he has a working theory of how the shooting began and what connects the 2 primary suspects. But one crucial detail remains unresolved. Who fired the...
When they were shooting, where was the car at?
Down there.
No.
Oh, good question.
Suspects.
The
But
car you saw
one
was
crucial
driving
detail
by.
remains unresolved.
That
Who
car's
fired the
driving by.
I have no clue because
Are y'all that comfortable? Because you would have had to pull up all the way up here.
shot that ended Kimberly's
Pull
life.
up in my yard like that. I don't know you.
Approximately 6 hours after the shooting, investigators receive a critical update. Daniel has stabilized and is asking to tell his side of the story. An hour later, officers wheel Daniel into the interrogation room. He appears visibly shaken and still in pain. There's a gunshot wound above his right knee and another injury on his right foot. Just hours ago, he was bleeding inside his own home, with his family only feet away from the deadly crossfire. Detective Frazier knows that Daniel is a man with secrets. Everything he says could be a carefully crafted story, and for all they know, they might be sitting across from Kimberly's killer.
Hey, how you doing?
I've seen better days.
Oh, I'm sure you have. Obviously, there's a lot of things that took place tonight, so I'm gonna start by just kind of letting you, like, why don't you just tell us what happened?
Just a girl, you know, just got done barbecuing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and next thing you know, this white truck, I didn't know who it was.
Oh, yeah, you pulled all the way up.
You know,
there you go.
the white truck came out, and man came out of the car.
You know, normally when people pull up like this, they pull up a little bit, but not all the way.
Like, you pulling up like this your crib. Or this, like, family or something.
They had been getting a blow done.
Like, I just don't understand. I really don't understand. I really don't.
Arrogance from all over, bro. Pull up in my yard.
Came towards me. I didn't know who it was. You know, I had my business truck outside. I figured, you know, somebody wanted something, but he came to me pretty aggressive. From that point on, like, it's just like a daze for me. And he, like, you know, he like showed me his gun. You know what I'm saying? And I had my weapon on me, and you know, I'm like, leave. And next thing you know, like, you know, he's ready to fire shots at me. And that's all I remember, I swear. Like, everything was like blank from that point on. Like, I just was like, it just like, I froze. I don't know. I froze, like, when he pointed that gun at me, like, started shooting, I just froze. I don't remember anything, like, I just froze.
According to Daniel, Matthew arrived out of nowhere and immediately started brandishing a gun on his property. But this is where the story begins to blur between self-defense and murder, because detectives are about to learn that Daniel's own actions may have set the deadly shooting in motion.
Would you be able to just kind of draw me a layout of where your garage and how your driveway is and stuff? Okay.
Oh, the barbecue was right here. Because I just got done barbecuing. Work van was right here.
Okay. So this car pulls up
right in the freaking driveway, like he owned the house.
Okay.
That's how he pulled up.
So that car pulls up and you're outside.
I'm outside. I'm in between the garage, like inside the garage.
Okay.
He comes up there. Stay away from my wife. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then all of a sudden, then like it hits like a light bulb. She comes out of the car, and he's like, you know, he's brandishing his gun when he's walking up, like he's about to shoot me.
Like, what do you mean by that?
Like, he had his gun, like he was pulling it up. Like, you look like he was ready to fire. He's like ready to fire, and I, you know, he's ready to grab his gun, and boom, I shot one in the air. I'm like, get the f out of here.
You shot one in the air?
Yeah, because he was gonna pull his gun out. And he looked like he was about to leave. The bastard started firing shots, and I ran out, and I ran for my life at that point. I'm out of bullets. So then I'm running around the house. He got me. He's firing at me at the corner of the house. I had another firearm inside the garage.
So you grabbed that second firearm?
Yes.
And what is it? What kind of gun is that?
It was a Glock.
Okay.
So it was a 27 compact.
Okay. This is the time that you need to get this out, okay? We don't want to go down the road and you be like, oh no, I said, you know,
everything is on surveillance camera.
Okay.
Everything is on surveillance camera. I'm gonna tell you like what I remember, because after those shots were being fired at me, like I just don't remember anything after that point.
So
like I just like panicked. I panicked when he started shooting at me. Like I panicked. I just wanted him to leave.
What Daniel has just revealed is exactly what investigators have been waiting for. During the house search, officers observed multiple cameras positioned around the property, pointing directly towards where the shooting occurred. Detective Frazier knows he needs access to that footage, but he must wait for the right moment to secure Daniel's cooperation. Up to this point, Daniel has presented himself as nothing more than a victim, claiming he fired only a warning shot. Yet, something about his story isn't adding up. Throughout the interrogation, he never once mentions the other person in the car, Kimberly. Detectives already know about the secret affair from speaking with Daniel's relatives, and they're not about to let him off the hook. So Frazier begins to apply pressure, forcing Daniel to drop the act and expose one of his secrets.
He did mention her, but he didn't mention her by name. He said she got out the car and then it clicked because he know who she is. But you know who her husband is too.
You know what he was, because he was like when he said stay away from my wife.
And
I
you
was
like what? Like, what are you talking about? Like you know what
you and obviously he probably confronted you
before. You know what I'm saying?
Because of the previous time, and everybody thought it was over.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into a little more detail leading up to the point where you froze.
Well, I saw like the woman come out of the car, and I'd known this woman. You know what I mean? I didn't know she was married or anything. You know.
So here's I'm gonna tell you right now, Dan. Some of the questions that we're asking you, right? We might already know the answers to some of them, right? So, and I'm not trying.
This is your job.
I'm not trying to play games with you, and I'm not trying to act like I know something you don't.
I'm trying to go home and get this done as possible.
And that's the key point. You're just trying to go home. So you trying to tell them whatever story you can.
And I don't understand why you.
But it's not the truth.
It's not the truth, and I don't understand why you feel the need. The whole truth. I don't understand why you feel the need to lie about that, right? Because it's a bigger picture here. So you lying about an affair? Like, just tell the truth.
Well, your fiance know.
Yeah. Everybody knows.
Possible.
Here's the deal, Dan. You know, obviously Kim was somebody that you knew, right? Yes. And you knew her on a personal level.
Yes.
Can you explain that to me?
I've known this girl for quite some time, and ever since I met my wife, I just parted ways.
Okay.
You know.
I'm trying to put this together. We did get the information. We know that you had relations with her. Let's go back.
I've had,
right? But what I'm trying to figure out is why tonight.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Right, Danny? What happened recently? Why would this come to fruition tonight?
Which is true. It's a good question.
I have no idea, because that's what my wife is telling me what is going on. I don't have any calls from, like, I don't call her, period.
Now I know in the past,
text?
your now fiance had some issues with her.
Okay.
Do you know if maybe these two started talking recently, or has she alluded to that maybe? Do you know if Kim knows that you're having a baby?
I don't know.
It's just Tuesday night, 9 o'clock at night. Why now?
That's the same thing I'm trying to get at, because I haven't been there in a long time. It's already been 2 years. That was done. As soon as I met this girl, I was done. I'm like changing my life around, man.
It's evident that detectives are onto something here. Daniel insists he hasn't seen or texted Kimberly for 2 years, something that can easily be verified once they access his phone. Though Daniel's phone holds something far more important to the investigation, CCTV footage. But once detectives decide to ask Daniel for access, his answer will raise serious suspicion, to say the least.
You know, me and my wife, man, we're best friends. Like, we do everything together. If I show you my phone, I'll show you the things that we do. We are always.
How can I access your phone?
Well, why you guys need my phone, though?
Well, this is what's going to happen. We have your phone. We also have your fiance's phone. We're going to get the information one way or another.
The other part of it too is it just goes to the other part of this story, right? Because obviously there's a couple sides to this story. You got your side, you got his side, right? Obviously his take on things is different than yours, right? It's gonna be, right?
You're presenting us with your version.
Yeah.
We have another version. Guess what? We've got cameras that caught it all.
Right.
We need to look at that.
Yeah.
If we don't get to see these cameras,
I need to speak to somebody to tell me, to direct me the right route, guys. You gotta understand, I wanna help, but I have to have my lawyer.
What kind of cameras do you have?
I have Ring cameras.
Ring cameras?
Yes, and they're surrounded the
you,
whole house.
you said it caught the whole thing, right?
And it should have, yes.
I know what you're doing, Danny. You want to watch this first and make sure that it all adds up.
No, I'm telling you guys 100% truth, guys. Honest to God, I have nothing to hide. I want to help you guys, but now, like...
Are you worried about it?
Absolutely not. This man came to my house. I mean, this man came to my home.
Are you into some other illegal activity that you're worried about on your phone?
Absolutely not. No.
Like, I know you have a grow.
I have my license for it. I gotta speak to somebody. If I could speak to somebody, one of my family members, to see what the hell, like,
real
what
quick,
I
bud,
should do.
I do want to let you know something though in this situation. Kim, she's dead. So she was struck by a bullet and she's dead. So, I mean, apparently nobody told you that.
I don't know what the hell happened if he hit her.
Did anybody tell you that, Danny? Okay. So maybe this will shed a little bit of light of why we have to do our due diligence here, because somebody lost their life.
He came to my house. I did nothing wrong.
We're just trying to make
I
that
did
clear.
nothing wrong. I did nothing wrong. They came to my house, man. I had my nieces, and this guy is shooting at me. Fucking 17 fucking shots.
Yeah.
Needless to say, this is not what investigators were hoping for. Even after Detective Frazier brings up the marijuana grow operation in the basement as leverage to encourage cooperation, Daniel quickly clarifies that everything is legal and refuses to grant access to his phone without an attorney present, effectively forcing them to end the interview. With Daniel's refusal, detectives become more certain than ever that there's something on that phone he doesn't want them to see. Yet, the only other way to access it is through a search warrant, something far easier said than done. Now, it's Daniel's word against Matthew's, a development that complicates the investigation significantly. The CCTV footage could have been crucial during Matthew's interview. With multiple cameras around the house recording 24/7, the answer to who fired the fatal shot lies somewhere in that footage. Despite this setback, detectives settle on a strategy. They decide to hold Matthew overnight, time that may pressure him to break and reveal how the shooting really unfolded when the interview begins. In the meantime, officers obtain a search warrant for Matthew and Kimberly's home and head there, hoping to find anything that could help guide his interrogation. When officers arrive at the Mollicone residence, they're initially met with signs of wealth and comfort, but that impression fades quickly once they step into the basement.
So they already probably been arguing. Is it just the right
Yeah, before they even went over to the house. Right.
I know it's a violent argument.
No. No.
Only Paul's in there right now.
No, but there's definitely signs of stuff being thrown and shattered. There was definitely a struggle in his.
It's clear that the basement was the aftermath of a violent altercation. Officers also discover cocaine residue and a straw, suggesting that Matthew may have been heavily under the influence of drugs and alcohol during the shooting. As they continue the search, officers locate multiple gun safes in the basement and elsewhere in the house. Upstairs, in the primary bedroom closet, they find a small, clear plastic bag containing cocaine. Taken together, the findings paint a picture of a home stocked with firearms and narcotics, details that will be crucial during Matthew's interview. With the scene documented, officers relay their findings to Detective Frazier, who decides it's time to speak with Matthew. He's been restless for hours about Kimberly's condition, still unaware of her tragic death.
Is she okay?
I wasn't out there, sir. I've been here the whole time.
You can't find out for me?
They told you we couldn't tell you, sir.
Oh my God. No. God, help her. God, please. She didn't deserve this. What's up?
Hey.
How's my wife?
All right, here's what's gonna happen.
Is she okay?
Matt?
Yeah.
If I unhandcuff you, you're gonna behave yourself?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, we don't have any issues there?
What?
When I unhandcuff you, I want you to have a seat, okay, partner?
Oh boy, it's not good.
No, it's not good, but...
Is she alive? Is she alive?
Hold on. Relax.
Relax.
Is my wife alive?
We're gonna talk real quick here, okay? Hold on 1 second.
Oh my God. Tell me. Please.
She didn't make it. She died.
Oh no! 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 Oh my God, no! No! Oh my God! Was she shot in the chest? Oh my God! I'm sorry, I was next to her. We were trying to get the out of there as he shot us as we're driving in reverse. Oh my God!
Was there a bullet?
Oh my God! What has he done?
Matthew appears devastated, unable to control his emotions. Yet, to Detective Frazier, something about his reaction feels off. Detectives like Frazier are trained never to take anything at face value, carefully watching for even the smallest inconsistencies in a suspect's behavior. And in the moments that follow, Frazier's instincts would prove correct, as Matthew's behavior is about to shift completely.
What just happened? Psycho! That asshole!
I have a question. Is this interview like right after everything?
I don't know, because they did say they was gonna give him time.
Hold up, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm a little confused. I'm like, has he come down off his,
His kite.
Yeah. So I'm just wondering, like,
Cause that boy, I want to know how much powder they took.
and then mixing that with what, wine and stuff. I'm just
Wine and twisted tea. That remember
yeah.
we tried that twisted tea? Disgusting. I don't know. I'm not a consumer
We
like
did
that.
try it. We ain't like it.
Yeah, we ain't like it.
See,
It
I
went
be
our cup of
drinking
tea.
those.
It went our cup of tea.
Oh my God! Did he make it? That's why my wife's dead, because I'm a horrible shot. What a psychopath.
Do you want to tell me about it?
Sure. This guy and my wife have been having an affair for 9.5 years. I found out about it 6.5.
I found out 6.5 years. 9.5.
Yo,
Golly.
when he was
Well, we don't know
30.
his actual age because at first he said 35.
Bro, he was in his 20s when he was messing off with her.
35. So is he 38?
Somebody said 35 at one point, and now 38.
Yeah, so anywhere.
I'm just going 38s, but 9 years ago, he was still in his 20s, late 20s. Even if he 35, still 20s. That's insane, bro. And you see how Danny act? You see how
This girl, like not even don't care, not calling her by her name. Y'all done had almost 10 years is a long time to be connected to someone.
trying to hide stuff. Bro, somebody died.
That's why I said
Years ago. And I found out about it again 45 days ago. We were going to the house for her to tell him, stop calling me, I'm done with you.
You can't, but y'all went to the house because you were going to force her to say that. She doesn't want to stop talking to him. You couldn't force her to say that.
Yeah.
He's engaged too, He's cheating on his fiancee, she's cheating on me, She was gonna end it. Guys, I'll go with you. Make sure it's safe there, because he's got him and the girl there.
After his emotional breakdown, Matthew suddenly regains composure, prompting Detective Frazier to question whether the reaction was genuine or calculated. But once he's calm, Frazier asks Matthew to walk him through the shooting step by step. It's a strategic decision to lock him into a specific version of events, especially because Matthew has absolutely no idea the entire confrontation was captured on surveillance cameras.
Her and I get out of the car. As soon as I get out of the car, he comes out of the garage like this, like a police officer, right at my face. And I put my hands up. And I say, whoa, bro. And she screams at him, Danny. And I said, stop with my wife. As soon as I said that, he shot at me. I ducked around to the back of this car here, and I pulled my firearm and I started shooting at him. He ran this way. I said, Kim, get in the car. We got in the car, we were backing out, and he shot my wife. And the car stopped working. I couldn't get it in gear. So I got behind the car and I called 911. That's it. That's how fast it. When he shot my wife, the car like stopped somehow. And I got out, he was shooting at the car. I got out of the car and I was shooting back again. And he ran around the side of the house. And then I didn't see him no more. And then I went to my wife and I hid behind the back of the car. Why would he do that? Like, she went there to talk to him. And this guy comes out like goddamn Rambo, firing his shit. I had my hands in the air with no weapon. My clip was concealed, officer detective. My gun was in its holster and concealed. I was like this.
As expected, Matthew's story is the complete.
Danny did have two guns. One did look empty in front of the garage. Didn't they say it was empty? I don't know which one's true unless we see the footage.
Yeah, I need to see the footage.
But honestly, so let's take this into consideration. What if he doesn't have footage, right? What if the footage is not there? Whose story seems more plausible? Because not everybody in a situation like this has a camera. And yeah, on one thing, nobody was there for an active visual of the gunfire, right? Gunfire exchange between the two. Danny does admit that he fired the initial shot that started everything, aka a warning shot. You can't. So everybody don't know it's a warning shot. It could have been a threat shot. You know what I'm saying? Just because you have a concealed weapon permit, that doesn't give you a license to just shoot your gun whenever you want to, or even on your property. We've seen time and time again, but each state is different. We have to take that in consideration.
Yeah, each state is different.
But we have seen where, I know that personally as well, just because you own your property doesn't give you the right to shoot at anybody. If you could put yourself a barrier in between you and a possible threat, you have to try to put yourself between the barrier and a possible threat. If you were in your garage, and I know people gonna be mad, but it's just facts. If you were in your garage, typically a lot of people have a door to access the home through the garage, right? Mm-hmm. Now it'll be different if you went in, said, "Hey, I'm not talking to y'all," and you fled into your home. Mm-hmm. They followed you.
That's different.
Followed you. Mm-hmm. You still don't have a right to shoot back. Mm-hmm. If you go inside the house, lock the door, he breaks the barrier, you still can't shoot until he steps inside. Now that barrier is now no longer exists. He's deemed a threat. I have the right to shoot. And but that could still be controversial.
And that's what I was about to say. With sometimes, like, I get that, you know, like, things are written down in law, but we've seen many times where some situations it don't even take all, where some situations don't even take all of that. Yeah. Like, it's just a fact, but it's state by state. That's why I really hate the state by state thing.
Well, this Michigan, right? We just saw that body cam in Michigan where the dude had said the girl came knocking on his door. Mm-hmm. He opened the door and shot her. He got murder charged for that. Yeah. And he's doing life behind that. Yeah. Reason why, there was a barrier in between. Mm-hmm. As long as the barrier hadn't been crossed, that person wasn't deemed a threat. But by him shooting his gun, you was the initial threat because you.
And even that situation would be different than this situation.
A little bit.
Because that whole situation was totally different than this. So but I do remember that. But that's the thing. It could be the most smallest thing that can get someone off. Yes. So it's kind of hard. And I'm not in law, so I don't know.
With the right lawyer.
With the right lawyer. Okay, yeah.
But again, like I said, I've seen it firsthand. Come out because they haven't crossed the barrier. They were deemed a threat because they approached the home.
I guess one thing that we can...
And he went to jail for murder. He killed him. He went to jail for murder, manslaughter, and attempted murder. Mm-hmm. Because he shot two, but they came to him as the threat. They approached his home, knocked on the door, told him come outside. He came outside, but he came out the back way and got to shooting at him. Killed one, injured the other one, still went to prison.
And that situation is totally different. So I definitely understand why he went to prison on that. Because you came out your house. Like, and that's the thing. And state by state, case by case. Like, so it just depends.
It's all complicated.
Attorney by attorney. Just depending on who you got. Like, it's just always, something. But one thing that we do know that may be a fact is that Danny fired somewhat of a first shot. Whether it was direct or if it was in the air. Danny said, I did shoot my gun first in the air as a warning shot. Matt said he shot the gun directly at him, but I guess it missed him or whatever the case may be. So that I don't know if it was direct.
That could be, even though I'm shooting at you, I'm shooting at your direction, not directly to hit you, but I'm deeming it as a warning shot. That's still a threat shot.
Yeah, it's still a threat shot, but also Danny didn't say I shot at him.
Yeah.
I shot in the air, which is dismissing like the whole I'm just trying to get him away. Not that I'm trying to whatever. So I don't know.
I just wonder without the video footage, how would they have handled this case?
That's a good question.
I wish I could sit down with a detective, with the detective, and be like, "Hey, if y'all didn't have the footage, how would y'all have to approach the case with just the verbiage? Like, what are some key clues that y'all look at to indicate, because the stories kind of align with my new host and with no other eyewitnesses to be able to testify.
True. Would you just deem not Danny, would you deem just Matthew being the
aggressor
because he came over to their property?
But that's not
what I'm saying. I get that, but you said without footage and without
I'm saying this. I was about to say that's still not necessarily.
But then again,
illegal.
If they were leaving, then the threat is no longer right because they're trying to bag away. If that's true, if what Matthew said that they was trying to leave, what point without the footage? Hopefully we get to see that. But at what point, Matthew, did you get out the car again after y'all was trying to leave and you started shooting?
But you only know that with the footage.
No, I know that because he just said it.
I'm just joking. I'm joking.
I don't know. He said that. He said they was trying to leave.
He said they were trying to back up and leave, and he was shooting at the car. That's why I asked, did the car have bullet holes in it? That's why.
Yeah, but then at some point after he said that, he said then he got back out the car, right? And started. I kind of got confused.
Because he was shooting at him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. You said at one point.
I said.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying at what point, is that when y'all got all the way down the driveway, or you was halfway and then you was able to get back in your car and try to leave again, but the car stopped working? I was just trying to figure out at what point because
or you noticed she was wounded.
Yeah, let's get back into it.
I get what you're going.
I don't know where I'm going.
I get you.
I don't even know.
Opposite of Daniels, he insinuates that he acted in self-defense and claims that Kimberly's death was simply because he's a bad shot. Though one detail in his account immediately stands out, Matthew insists his weapon was concealed the entire time. Yet, when he reenacts the moment and raises his hands, the detective can clearly see that the gun would have been visible. But before Detective Frazier can press him on that inconsistency, he is called out of the room with a critical update. The CCTV footage has just come in. Daniel has finally agreed to grant access to the footage, either out of guilt or confidence that it will clear his name. So detectives immediately begin combing through the recordings, and it doesn't take long before cracks begin to form in both men's stories.
Okay.
At 9:30 p.m., Matthew's car arrives at the property, and at first, events appear to follow his version of the story. The first gunshot heard in the background is fired by Daniel as a warning.
Okay, that's the warning. Okay.
The first gunshot.
Gunshot heard in the background.
Anything in his hand. There's nothing in Matthew's hand at all as far as the gun.
Is fired by Daniel as a warning, just as both men described in their interviews. But in the minutes that follow, things begin to unfold very differently from what either man claimed, and it will determine which of them spends the rest of his life behind bars.
Danny! Get off! Danny! Matt! Get in the... Danny! Stay away from my wife! Stop it! Stop it! Stay away from my wife! Danny! No!
Was that another shot? Okay, yeah, it was. Okay.
And that right there. And that's right there gets him locked up.
Yes. That's what I needed to see. Because I'm like, because he said, he did run this way and then I shot and but then we tried to leave and then so I was like, at what point did you shoot back? Because I'm not about to leave and then run back up the driveway if somebody done. Like, that just didn't make sense to me.
I say this. I think Danny shots actually struck Kim.
Yeah.
And Kim, but with him, you had an opportunity to retreat and get in your vehicle and leave. But you chased him down.
But at what point did Danny shoot back for them shots to hit Kim? It had to have been before this, right?
I'm not. Yeah, I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying the previous shot before he ran.
Oh, okay.
Because Danny ran after shooting.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I got you.
I wish we had cameras in facing the.
I got you. 2, 3, 4. Oh, that was just 3. Okay. Is that? Oh, that's a... Oh, he went.
Who else has a gun here? Get out of here. Let's go. Who else has a gun here? Let's go.
What did you say?
Here, let's go. Who else has a gun here?
What did you do?
Oh, what did you do? Okay.
Let's go. Get out of here.
Who shot that shot?
Right.
I see his parents emerging to right here. But it sounds like she got shot in the car.
Or is that that's his sister?
No, that's his mom. When she came out the house with her hands up.
Oh, okay.
She had these little jeans.
Oh, okay.
Shorts.
I thought she was.
In the chaos, as both men exchange gunfire, a single bullet tragically strikes Kimberly. And although Matthew was clearly the aggressor, the fatal shot came from Daniel's weapon, complicating the investigation and making it harder to determine who is truly at fault. Armed with this new evidence, Detective Frazier returns to the interrogation room, ready to apply more pressure, knowing the CCTV footage has completely dismantled Matthew's version of events.
But with them fleeing away and you shot, that's where it gets complicated for me. Because you literally... Okay, go.
I got another scenario.
Because you ran away, right? He's shooting at you. Did you go through the house and back out the garage to retrieve your... Like, I'm trying to figure out how you got back around this way.
Oh, because he dropped the other gun.
Yes, because keep in mind...
And he went back inside and got the revolver.
Right, but you said it was always in the garage, right? Because you... I wondered...
I don't know which gun he was talking about.
Okay, I don't know. Right, so let me just not say that. But my point is... Yeah, did you go back? Did you go through the house and come back out through the garage to retrieve whatever you and shot them? Because now they're in the car reversing. No one is.
I wonder.
So I'm trying to just. It gets that's.
I wonder, do Matt get charged with it due to the fact that, like, I got another scenario.
Go ahead.
What happened back home? Somebody came shooting. The people returned fire. Yeah. Killing one. The other one is still alive, but he was charged because they went and they was the initial aggressor. Even though he didn't fire the fatal shot that killed the individual. Mm-hmm. Y'all came over there as the aggressors,
right?
And results.
That's why it gets complicated in situations like this. So.
And in the next few moments, Matthew would unknowingly dig himself.
I was just about to say, I will say that they should have never went over there. You should have never forced her to go over there. Y'all should have never went over there. Period. You at this point
should never been on that powder in the first place. Cause that's what it was. It was an alcohol and induced rage.
That's exactly what it was. And at this point, I get it's been 9.5 years. She ain't finna stop. And 6.5 or 6 years ago, you just found out about it. You thought it was done. Obviously, it's not done. At this point, you got to figure out what's best for you as far as staying in this marriage or leaving this marriage. But this should have never been the result at all. But
events. And in the next few moments, Matthew would unknowingly dig himself into a grave.
Were you guys drinking today?
Yeah.
Okay. How about drugs? Were you doing any drugs? What were you doing?
A little cocaine.
Marijuana? Okay. So you're doing cocaine, marijuana, doing some drinking, and you decide to go up there with her. You're fucking pissed.
No.
You weren't mad. Some guy's boinking your wife.
Detective, listen.
And you're not mad about it?
I've known about this for 6.5 years.
Right.
I was mad.
He really didn't get out the car fully aggressive. I don't think. From my vision. Because a lot of people, but everybody aggressiveness is different.
It's
too.
different. You just shouldn't have never been over there in the first place.
Yeah, it's true.
And you were told it was cut off, right? No. And then today you're told it's not cut off.
45 days ago I was told it's not cut off.
And you're saying your wife was driving, and your wife was in that driver's seat every time you guys went to leave, went to do whatever. You're saying now that your wife was in the driver's seat.
Yes, she drove there, and she got in the driver's seat and put it in reverse.
To back up.
Correct.
But the car wouldn't. What happened with the car?
I don't know if we hit something. It was smoking. Maybe he shot it. I don't know. It wouldn't move.
What do you mean you were? What is that?
Cause you just put yourself in the driver's seat.
How did she get in the back seat?
He just put his. Okay, he said she put. He did every maneuver of him driving the car.
Yeah.
And that's why he said it went because you were.
Yeah.
That's your subconscious reenacting everything.
He had it in reverse, and it felt like it was stuck either in some mud.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't going. And then it started smoking from the hood. And when I saw that, I got out of the car.
So it was like, was it like, you had it in gear, but you were stomping on the gas?
She fell over to the side. He's at us at this point. I hop from the passenger into the driver, turn it, and it won't go. I got it, and I'm like this, and it won't go. So then finally I put it in park and I get out and I go behind the vehicle, and that's where I called you.
In a not-so-unexpected turn, Matthew admits to taking beforehand, something detectives already knew after searching his house. It's at this moment that Detective Frazier would finally confront Matthew with the one piece of evidence he can't talk his way out of.
I don't know anybody that's gonna buy this. I wasn't mad. I went there like all cool, all great. Just thought it was gonna be I'm sorry, but I don't believe that for a second, Matt. And I don't think anybody else does either, because.
Do you think Kim drove over there? That's why I said I wish we had got a camera angle on the. Only reason why I'm asking that is because I was like, the way we described pulling into the driveway. If Kim normally goes over there, that's how she just normally pulls up. They've been for 9 years. Just because he got a fiance don't mean she ain't never been over at the house before.
She could have been the one to.
And that's the reason why she was so comfortably pulled up all the way, and he acting like he don't know who behind the wheel of that car, Danny. Yeah. Which is a lie. You've been messing with this woman for 9 years.
9.5 years.
You done seen this car pull up at your house before. She has drove that same particular car. And that's just one of their cars.
Yeah.
She has drove this particular car before when you have seen her. So you knew what it was.
You knew, yeah, but.
And that's the reason why she probably pulled up so calmly. Because also she knows your mom, your dad, your sister. She talks to your sister
She
frequently.
even know your fiance because they hear words.
True. So she has pulled up. 9 times out of 10, she has been at the house before. And she's used to pulling up like that. So that was too like, I'm comfortable.
So where we going? I'm just trying to figure, like.
Honestly, I could lock both of y'all up. Me.
It just doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's going to be easy to prove your theory wrong. Go check for blood in the garage or a bullet hole in the garage.
Also the cameras.
Okay, there you go. Beautiful. We got cameras. He's got cameras. Does he?
I can't tell you all that.
Wow. Hope he does. You'll look for those, correct?
We gather all the facts.
Okay, good.
Everybody's got a story, right, to tell.
I hope he's got cameras.
You know, the problem is that you drove up there in that driveway, and that started this whole chain of events.
What's illegal about that?
One of the cameras, you know, those Ring doorbell ones. One of the cameras was pointing right where you guys were.
Okay, good.
And you're telling me right now.
Oh, okay. So he never.
You're saying
Okay.
this exact story is true. What you described.
He ran around.
And that's it. You're not
leaving anything out. That's how quick, and that's what happened.
I don't know how this is going to play out. I really don't.
The truth prevails.
Hopefully it does.
With the evidence laid bare, Detective Frazier concludes the interview. Now he and his team need to do their due diligence before making the hardest decision of the entire case. Who, if anyone, should be charged for Kimberly's death? In the days that follow, recorded jail calls capture Matthew sounding confident he can beat the case, insisting the truth will clear his name.
Hi. 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 Love you guys. Love you. I miss you.
I miss you too.
I'm gonna get all this situated. I'm gonna get home to you soon, okay?
Alright.
Thank good. Okay, good. I got the truth, I got God, and I got the best lawyer in the state of Michigan. So I'm gonna get home to you guys soon, alright?
Alright, Dad. Sounds good.
As Matthew waits in jail, detectives and prosecutors continue investigating to determine which of the two men will ultimately be held accountable for Kimberly's death. On paper, the answer isn't obvious. The fatal bullet came from Daniel's gun, but the CCTV shows Matthew initiating the confrontation. Detectives and prosecutors debate two options: charge both men and let a jury decide, or treat Daniel as a homeowner defending himself and his family and place the legal responsibility solely on Matthew. In the end, they make the call. Under Michigan's self-defense law, even if Daniel's bullet killed Kimberly, Matthew created the deadly crossfire and therefore bears the legal responsibility for her death. With this,
that's the reason why we always say state to state is so different.
Matthew is formally charged with attempted murder for shooting at Daniel, voluntary manslaughter for Kimberly's death, and multiple counts of felony firearm. In the weeks that follow, investigators uncover a darker side of the marriage. Multiple witnesses describe a pattern of alleged abuse between Matthew and Kimberly, including physical violence and intimidation. That context offers detectives insight into why Kimberly may have gone along with an armed trip to her lover's house instead of walking away. 2 years later, in May 2024, Matthew's jury trial begins. During the trial, the two sides present very different versions of the same shootout. Matthew's lawyers argue self-defense, claiming Daniel was the one who came out armed and aggressive, forcing Matthew to fire back and protect himself and Kimberly. They portray him as a devastated husband and a father who snapped under emotional strain. The prosecution frames Matthew as a jealous husband who armed himself, consumed drugs and alcohol, and drove to Daniel's home looking for a confrontation. After an 8-day trial, the jury rejects Matthew's full self-defense claim and finds him guilty. He is sentenced to a maximum of 40 years, with parole possible after roughly 18 years. Meanwhile, Daniel Giannone, the man who fired the fatal shot, is ultimately released without charges.
I think he should have been charged with something too, but hey, that's just me personally.
Dang.
Crazy case though.
Crazy case, to say the least. Rest in peace to Kimberly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I do hate it for their kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey man, y'all spam us up in the comments. Y'all let us know y'all thoughts about it for us in the comments down below. But until next time, y'all know how it go, man. I do go by the name DJ New Kid. This is
Sierra Nicole.
We are.
Kid and C.
We are.
Time to kick it, got a stack of flip for my folks. Dollar, 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 dollar. Please tell me you can hear me. Don't turn your back and don't neglect me. Just let me know if you need me. Dollar, 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 dollar. Let me watch out for my partner.